Hey there, Vault Dwellers, NakedVaultDweller here, and in this video we're going to delve into the Fallout 76 community and focus on player camps and some of the creative, ingenious ways Fallout 76 players are expressing their ingenuity and inner designer. And afterwards we'll take a small bit of what we've seen and attempt to replicate it in my own shelter. Before we get started, please take this moment to give this video a thumbs up because it seriously helps with its longevity. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing to the NakedVaultDweller YouTube channel where most of the people are sane. Most of them. Okay, so this video is the first of its kind from this channel, and if the pressure wasn't already enough with it being the first, it's also one of my weakest topics for me to talk about. You know, outside of all the other weakest topics that I talk about. So let me tell you the story. I was lost in the woods without food and without water when I happened upon this well-organized, well-laid-out camp. Feeling sorry for me, the owner took me in, gave me food, drink, and even clothed me before ushering me out the door. And once the owner left, I did what any other Naked Vault Dweller would do. And I took off all my clothes and proceeded to enter the camp again for a second look. Today, we're going to focus on Magpie2022. The camp is perched at the top of a mountain and steadily flows downwards to the ground below. Once I'm at the bottom, I enter into the first of several shelters that Magpie has put together for us. And here's a plug for you, Magpie. For those who don't know, Magpie's on Twitch, so check her out. Of course, after watching this video. I'm going to pretend like I know what I'm talking about here and say that the bar area is not overloaded with bar stools crowding the space, and the Nuka-Cola light is just enough illumination to keep your attention. This room seems to be the easiest to put together and super high on my list already to recreate. So far, this is my favorite room in the shelter, and all the colors really blend well with one another, the lighting's good, and the plushies are a nice touch. Next, we'll move to the social area, the Vault Utility Room, where Maggie has transformed this space into a Western-themed lounge where all her family and friends gather and share stories about killing things. And my favorite part of this space is the TV area. Cozy and warm, where you and your favorite person can sit back and watch a post-apocalyptic movie about, I don't know, dehydration. And moving right along into the atrium, Magpie has gone with the Raider theme here to captivate the space. When I enter this area, it feels like it's truly part of the system. Most of the pieces fit well with one another with enough space to move about easily. And the airplane fuselage is a nice addition which is viewable from the second floor. And my favorite part of this space is the holding area with the sleeping bags on the floor. The lighting just fits and creates a cool effect on the cell bars. Okay, so out of all the unique things about this camp that I like, I think I'm going to attempt to replicate the portion of the shelter where I can sit and watch a post-apocalyptic movie with a friend. So let's head on over to my shelter to see how difficult this one section is to make. Shelter building is a little different than camp building, and we won't go into all the differences here. However, there are a few things that we're going to want to note. You don't need a foundation to put down the floor. Just make sure the floor is lined up in the direction you want to go and start putting it down. Next, line up the walls and make sure you have the wall that you want so you don't have to break them down later if the other side doesn't match up to the theme you want to go for. Now, I don't have the same wall texture as Magpie did in her shelter, so we'll just go with this one instead. Next, the couch. Now, I didn't have the same barrel in my camp menu as Magpie, so I'm just improvising with this one. And I also don't have the skull candle. Maybe I'll just find something that works in its place. Next, we'll get the cage bulb lights hung. The mounted Deathclaw head. Next, the mounted antlers. Now, the deer skull. This little table here is part of the Mothman cultist furniture from the Atomic Shop. I had a hard time finding the end table. Imagine it being in tables. Next, we need to place the TV and the clock into the wall. To do this trick, you'll want to use a flamethrower to destroy the wall, then you want to place the TV and then the clock. Finally, you'll want to repair the wall back at the entrance or exit of the shelter. Now for a few items on the end table. Run the electricity. And tidy everything up. In the end, I decided to change some of the wallpaper. I like the fishing theme wallpaper, but it makes the whole scene look washed out. And that's pretty much it, folks. And special thanks to Magpie for allowing me to rummage through her camp and her shelters. Also, are you on PC and have a camp that would like to be featured in a video? Leave a comment down below and perhaps your camp can be the next camp of the week. And I'll see you guys around. And thanks for watching.